All right, we have some real news to talk about that got dropped today. That is currently October 10th. Nadeo has dropped a bomb, and it is getting the community. I don't know what to say. So let's just talk about this. Let's look at this. So, Access update coming up starting on January 9th, which will mark the Winter 2023 release. So we know when Winter 2023 will be. We will be updating the starter access as a part of this update. Standard and club accesses will be merging into a new offer. And then all the changes we'll talk about in just a second. So before we even read this article, I just kind of want to see what other people are saying. Some people have been talking about this in one of the Discords I'm a part of. So I have kind of an idea of what to expect while reading this. But I would love to just see what other people are saying. Like Critty, casted with him, awesome guy. Why are we removing the starter access maps as it received backlash before and was reverted? What happens to people who have paid for a club access that is more expensive annually currently? Will it prompt more updates towards the training campaign? Which I did read this earlier, and I saw this, and that made me laugh. Yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of people, and that's how you kill your game. This update will be very unpopular, and merging everything in one offer could have advantages, but also will block people that would say, oh, it's only €10. Should try if I like it. Will actively community pay their 30, 60 euro anyway. And I see a tweet here that I have talked about in the past. Make this game for free and put microtransactions, cosmetics, etc. This suggestion may be unpopular, but that's how most games work nowadays. I mean, look at Rocket League and Apex Legends. So Rocket League is probably not in the best situation to talk about either because they are under hot water. They also just released some news about trading, but that we're not going to talk about that. We are here for Trackmania. Now, I want to disclose something, okay? Nadeo, hear me out. Hear me out, okay? Listen. I love Trackmania, okay? As much as I complain and bitch and scream, and now there's even an audio clip of me saying, the game sucks. Like, in the end of the day, I love Trackmania. I play it all the time. I've way too many hours on it for someone that's only been playing this game for maybe 2 years. I just want to be very clear with that before I start ripping a new one. This is all out of love, because if I didn't care about Trackmania and if I didn't care about your game, Nadeo, I wouldn't be doing this right now, okay? So just want to be clear. Like, I love the game. As much as I hate you continuously changing ice, I deal with it. As much as there's water, it's a thing. I still love the game, and I will get on it every day, and I will still play it. I will still make maps. I will still host tournaments. So please, if anyone from Nadeo sees this, just please understand this is out of love. Please don't ban me. I know I just sent you guys a form. Please approve it. All right. So we got this out of the way. All right. So for people that don't know, that don't come to my stream too often or watching this on YouTube, I have a thing called Random Rants. And apparently it's popular and people love it and people think it's hilarious. And they live for this kind of talk I have, okay? I've already had one rant about the Trackmania community already. Again, everything I always say, everything I rant about is always out of love. So I just want to make that clear, okay? Let's talk about this drama. Let's get into this. Let's start getting the rants going, right? Trackmania Starter Access Update and new offer announcement as of October 10, 2023. Dear players, we would like to share with you an important upcoming change regarding the Trackmania offer. While the console release has surpassed our highest expectations in terms of both amount of players and playing time, we need to adapt the quantity of content given for free with the starter access to better match the way the game is played. We also have to be realistic and compare the situation with the efforts made by the studio. So they're talking about how everything has surpassed their highest goals in terms of both the players and playtime. Awesome. And then it says we need to adapt the quantity of content given for free with the starter access, aka holy crap. So from literally reading this first line, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it in the office. I'm sitting there in the business meeting of like, bro, we just got a lot of new players, and all of them are staying as free to play, and we got to capitalize on it, you know. So, what do we do? That's what I just read in that little one paragraph we just read. Just so that I can clarify again who I am in case anyone is watching me for the first time. I am a guy who has been competing in gaming since I would say probably about 2007, 2008. I started competing in Halo 3. I played online, but like actually going to tournaments was in Halo 3. So I've been in the competitive scene since then. And then I started my own organization called RBG Esports. That's been around for 4 years. Unfortunately, I had to close the doors, but we even did have a Trackmania player. We did sign Exotica at the time when it was like TMGL 2022, I believe. So like I've been around. I have been in business meetings. I have conducted some pretty big business strategies. And I've been on the player side. I've been on contracts. I've been on NDAs. So I've been through it all. Okay. So when I'm talking about from the experience I've got, from the things I hear. Just there. Like I'm not just pulling things out of my ass. Like I have seen successful ways to do business. I have seen ways to fail business. So there's a lot that I know about the esports world, okay? And there's still things I don't know, but I get a good idea of it. And with what comes with esports experience is also learning what a developer is thinking, especially in business end. So I just want to make that clear so you all understand who I am, and again, that I'm not just some rando ranting into a microphone, even though I literally am randomized ranting into a microphone, and this is a random rant. So again, I see that... I see this paragraph, and that is a red flag to me saying, like, holy crap, we got so many people playing our game, and we are not capitalizing on it. That's exactly what that says to me. As a result, we have decided that going forward, Trackmania Starter Access will give access to 10 free tracks at each new season, a.k.a. you're getting the white, and you're getting green, right? Green? It's white, green, blue, red, black. Yeah. So you're getting the first 5 white maps and the 5 green maps, and the rest of them that are locked off to us, you know, it's not, you're not going to be able to play it. That's all you get. You get 10 tracks. Starter Access will continue to provide free access to Royale and Rank modes, including the full tracks, which we'll talk about that later, and to the 10 first campaign tracks in solo and live menus. Starter Access players will also retain access to the arcade channel, which allows them to explore and enjoy the finest creations created by fellow players. This will be applicable with the next winter 2024 update. One thing that they didn't mention here that I would love to know if they still have access to is track rating, or track review. If people who can't even play Cup of the Day and Track of the Day can also go and review. Nadeo, come on, wake up a little bit. Like, they should not be able to get in there. There's already a big problem going on there. I think Spammy made a huge video about it. And there was like, or Spammy read a post on Reddit about it, and it's something that needs to be seriously thought about. And if you want people to take your game a little bit more serious, especially in the ranked mode as well as Royale, first of all, I still think Royale should have a rank. There should be a rank mode and an unranked mode. I know not a lot of people play it, but with the console players, I know a lot of people have started to play it more. Introduce a ranked mode. Trust me, people will get in there. But the fact that you're allowing all players to jump into a ranked mode where there are people who grind it and work hard and really are proud of their rank and want to get in the leaderboard, and you're allowing them to play 15 tracks that they have never played, Nadeo, you are literally destroying. Like, first of all, you promised a 2v2 rank TMWT format, and that went down the toilet. Now, and we already complained about the fact that people that were in gold who are playing on starter and playing on standard can't even play the maps that you threw into ranked, and then us people who compete in the game had to suffer through that. And now you're telling people who don't even compete in the game that they now have to suffer with people that don't know their map or don't know the maps that they're going to be playing on. That you have to seriously think about that. If you're doing a starter access, the starter access should not be allowed to go into ranked mode. If you're a starter access, give them the 25 tracks. Just give them the 25 tracks. Give them white, green, blue, red, black. Give it all to them, okay? And then from there, allow them to go into arcade if you want to do that. Allow them if they can go into Royale, because there's not really a true rank, even though we know there's a hidden elo somewhere in there, right? Like, allow them to explore that way, so that allows them to go, ooh, this is fun. I want to do more. I'll buy the next access. I haven't even read what you're doing with the next access, right? So, like, that's something you need to do. Let's just read. I just want to read this next paragraph just in case. Be sure we understand that many of you have become accustomed to playing the full campaign for free, and we would have preferred to keep it that way. This adjustment is being made to ensure that we can keep on providing starter access users with various free content. Our primary goal is to keep Trackmania live. Keep Trackmania live as long as possible. Or keep Trackmania live as long as possible. Is this like a translation error? Whatever. I would read it as keep Trackmania alive as long as possible and have it enjoyed by a maximum player from around the world, thanks to the right balance for players who play for free and others who are making it possible for 2 decades. Okay, that needed to be looked at by someone who's reading English. All right, first of all, now that I read this, again, it's proving my point that essentially they want to capitalize on what they can get out of everyone, right? And again, this wasn't written properly or translated properly, probably from French to English, so it wasn't clean. But our primary goal is to keep Trackmania alive as long as possible and have it enjoyed by the most amount of players from around the world, thanks to the right balance for play. Okay, this is a running sentence. But yeah, they want to capitalize on trying to turn the starter into a full access player. Okay? We're going to continue, and then I'm going to really start spewing, and I'm going to really start random ranting. We will also streamline the Trackmania offers by merging the content of both standard and club access into a single club access offer for an annual cost of €19.99 or $19.99 American USD. Kind of funny, but I'll take that. We save money. Players currently on standard or club accesses will maintain their status until their access expires. This will also be applicable with the next winter 2024 update. Finally, to better accommodate real-life constraints, we're targeting a new release date for the winter campaign of 2024. Feel free to note in your calendar that the new date is January 9th. Meanwhile, the Trackmania 20th anniversary is approaching in late November. We're looking forward to having you join us for this incredible milestone. Thank you for your understanding and continuing support for 20 years, Ubisoft Nadeo team. Okay, we've read it. We got it down. We get what they're doing. All right, so again, this is a red flag that we just got a lot of players and we are not capitalizing money-wise. And this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. Limiting more and more of what free-to-play players can do is ruining the game, right? Now, if you really think about it, some of the biggest titles out there right now are free to play, excluding Call of Duty. Screw them. Don't look at them. Horrible business model. They're just raking on the fact that there have been players that have played the game for so many years. They're going to buy at any point. Don't look at them, okay? Unfortunately, Nadeo, you're not Blizzard Activision. You're not going to get that kind of power where you're going to be able to sell the game for $60, $70 and then start selling microtransactions on top of that. It's not going to happen, all right? But that leads to what I want to talk about, which is microtransactions, okay? I know it's so unpopular. I know people complain about it all the time. Microtransactions is going to be the way to make your money, okay? I've already said this. I've already said a really good business model that can really turn Trackmania on its head and really allow Nadeo to get that money that they want, as well as be able to recycle it back into building the company more to allow more things to happen, because they're trying to make, I forgot what's the word, guys, in chat. Help real quick. Chat, help. What is it? Live service. Hey, chat, good job. Thank you. Trackmania 2020 is going to be, they want it to be a live service game, right? That's why all the other games out there that are live service always have all these things coming out, right? And that's why this Trackmania, out of all the other Trackmanias, have new campaigns, because all the old Trackmanias, you got the game, that's your campaign, boom, done, bingo, there's your game. All right, community, continue making maps until we get the next game out, right? From what it looks like, Trackmania 2020 will be the last Trackmania game to be made, because they want it to be live service. It's very similar to what Halo Infinite is in right now. Halo Infinite is looking like it's going to be the last multiplayer game to be made. Maybe, I don't know. They want it to be live service, but you got to deal with the campaign. Trackmania here, Nadeo, you don't have a campaign. You don't have to worry about that. You can continue to make this a live service. You can update it. You can pull what Valve did, and when you're ready and you got a full-fledged new game, if you want to update, you could just go boom, Trackmania 2. Just like CS:GO went to CS2, and ta-da, here we go. We got a new game, right? So you can do that. But the problem is, you're not making the money. You're not making good money, okay? But so like right now, if we're looking at the current situation, right? You have starter, standard, club. Starter is free to play. Standard, $10 a year. Club, $30 a year, right? So let's say, for example, and we're gonna bring up the good old calculator that's not gonna be on your screen, but is on my screen, because actually, I'm gonna put it up on your screen. Here you go. There you go. Now you got the calculator. Chat, get out of the way. Calculator goes over here, right? So we're gonna go off just the 10,000 mark, right? So let's talk about 10,000 players. That's all we're gonna look at. We're not gonna look at more. We're not gonna look at less. We're gonna say the average player, 10,000 players, right? So 10,000 players play your game this year, 2023. From January to January, they have played your game. Out of these 10,000 players, they all bought standard, and they stayed on standard for the year. So standard is $10. Congratulations. Out of that 10,000 players, you made $100,000. Really not a lot. But if the 10,000 players all bought club, that's $30. Congratulations. You did a $200,000 increase by getting players to go from standard to club. Okay? So that's essentially what's happening right now, is that they're looking to get those brand new console players, those 10,000 new console players, from going to free to play to paying $20. So they're going to make a $200,000 increase by getting those players to try to go from free to play to paying for it. Now, the reality is, you're not going to make any fucking money from that style, okay? Like people are already cutting back from things like Netflix, Hulu, even Crunchyroll. People aren't even paying attention to that kind of subscription-based thing anymore. They're done. Everyone's getting like one thing that they want. Like they look at all of their subscription-based streaming, and then they go, which one do I watch the most? Netflix, cool. Everything else is out, right? Trackmania is gonna fly right out of that list too, because you are also a subscription-based, right? But if you can make the game free to play and make money in other ways, not only are you now looking to potentially make even more money, you are now also allowing everyone to come in and make that choice. Kind of sounds familiar, doesn't it? Fortnite, Rocket League, Halo Infinite, Apex. Okay? Again, everyone has figured out that these games that are free to play and then they sell other things in the game make a lot of money, right? The only company, again, that you do not look at as a business model is Blizzard Activision. They're the only company that makes you pay for the game and then put microtransactions on you. And look at them. Their game is starting to tank. People are starting to hate the game. I barely see anyone play Overwatch 2 anymore. And even the esport is dying, okay? They do everything you're not supposed to do. So if anything, what you should do is look at Blizzard Activision, study their business model, and learn this is not how to be a business in the gaming industry. Boom. But yeah, it sucks. Thank you. Right? All right. And let's look into the chat real quick before I continue my rant. Are we factoring their upkeep in this? Right. That's even the worst part, is the fact that not only do they have to pay their employees, but there's an upkeep they have to keep up, right? Like, how many people who paid for standard will move to new model, and people who had club will bring less money now? Right, exactly. So we don't even know that. I would love them to release their numbers of how many free-to-play standards and club there are right now. Ubisoft is pretty known to make the dumbest decisions possible. I won't even blame Nadeo this time. I will blame Nadeo either way. But yes, Ubisoft is known to make a lot of mistakes, which is also another reason that blows my mind, because if we go back to free-to-play chat, hey guys, hey chat, help me out here, down below. What game does Ubisoft make that is free-to-play right now and has microtransactions? Rainbow Six was made from Ubisoft and has microtransactions in it. So, again, why don't they, isn't it free? I thought it was free. I swore it was free now. Am I wrong? Oh my God, it's not. Okay, this is even worse. This is even worse, guys. No. Ubisoft, listen, I know. All right, I'm not even going to talk to them. Nadeo, don't follow Ubisoft exactly. I know technically they are your parent company, but don't follow them exactly. Anywho, the thing is, and you wonder why no one answered. That's fair. That's very fair. That's what blows my mind even more, is there's business models just going out the freaking window. All right? So that's the thing, right? Nadeo needs to make their game free to play. Okay? This is how I envision Nadeo will make more money. Nadeo, like Nadeo, just so you know, like I still play your game. It's even here. I know, bonk. I'm stupid. Look, like your game is loaded. It's been loaded. Okay? But remember, 10,000 players. We're going to go up to 10,000 player mark. You'll make the game free to play. Hey, just chill with that. Again, this is a video. It is a letter to Nadeo, but I'm not trying to call them shitters. They're just underdeveloped in business models right now. On me. All good. Anywho. So if there are 10,000 players, and let's say, we get some of these people called skin makers. I know other people call them skinners, but I hate using that word because my brain instantly goes to making leather. But okay, fine. Skinners, right? You already hire people. It is known. It is fully known. You can't hide it. We already know that you hire people to make the campaign maps. We already know this. It has been publicly said. If you're surprised by that, ta-da, hello. Surprise, Nadeo. But we are very aware that mappers get paid to make campaign maps. Yes, with human skin. Thank you, Camper. Right? So we know that. So do the same thing for skinners, for people who make skins. Nadeo, you have already started to move in the right direction, but you are now falling backwards. What do I mean by you going in the right direction? You're now you're making skins available for people to win. You can unlock them. That is awesome. There's more to grind than just trophies for people like me who don't give a shit about trophies because it does nothing but show that I sit in arcade rooms all day. I don't care about that. I like competing in the game. I don't like making maps. If you want to give trophies, give trophies to mappers for sitting in a freaking mapping session for a long time. I don't know. Whatever. So, you are starting to finally make skins that people can unlock, right? Awesome. You did something new that I didn't even think would be a thing. That I can click a little box that allows me to put the metal that I was rewarded with on my wheel. So you have now been able to pull two parts of the car separately, right? I can have the car and I can have the wheel. I already have two skins. You now have the driver. The driver could have another skin. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of jealous about some other countries. I hate the American driver skin. I hate it. It looks crappy. I go right back to the original, black, gray, whatever kind of skin you want to talk about. So, boom. 3 of them right there. Number 4, you can change the reactor colors. That'd be kind of cool, right? Not gonna lie, reactor colors would be cool. And unfortunately, the car lights will be just something you can just fix on a slider. So no big deal, whatever. Although, if you want to get fancy and kind of lean towards another car game, maybe you can make it where if the mapper allows the lights to be a thing, you can start getting cool effects on them. Who knows? Whatever. So I've already given you about 4 different ideas that players could unlock, right? Okay, we're talking about unlocking right now. Now, players are going to want a reason to start their own club. So again, more things that players can unlock would be cool club things, right? You gave them for free. I saw a tweet a while ago that you gave it for free, that people can customize their clubs with cool little art things. What are you doing? That's another problem. You're giving things for free. Now, if we really want to make some money, this is how you're going to do it. With those 10,000 players, right, that are going to be paying $20 a year to get in club. Instead of doing that, just give the whole game for free. And then charge $10 for some sort of, what do we want to call it, folks, right? Because what are they called in Rocket League or in Fortnite? The season perks, the season things.
There's someone coming.
Underglow. Wait, I think they talked about Underglow, and that actually calls
She's in the building.
Battle Pass. There you go. Boom. Let's create a race pass or something else.
Oh, we gotta
Okay, Kyle. Again, you are starting to be like Kyle is a good example right now, Nadeo, of someone you just need to ignore. Okay, because someone like them are going to cry about the fact that you're trying to get more money out of them, right? But in the reality is, you are giving the option to someone like Kyle in my chat who doesn't want the pass. They don't have to get it. Okay? Now, someone like Kyle has a little bit more access to something, so it's not going to be a big deal for him. All right? But make passes. And why do I say this? A track pass. I like it. There you go, Nadeo. My chat's writing it up for you already. Make track passes, right? $10 every quarter. Every time you release a new season, a new track pass comes out. 10,000 people will buy a track pass per season. 4 seasons happen in a year. You have already really raised your money up by $40 because it's $10 each. That's $40,000.
Come on now.
Mania Pass is a good one too. Everything that you have done so far, you have not capitalized off these 10,000 people, yet I just did. Right? Now, again, 10K people won't do it, but even, let's say, 2,500. I said it at the beginning of this space, we're going off 10,000. We're going off 10,000. Regardless of the numbers right now, we're going off 10,000, right? But my point is that
Oh, there you are.
I have already increased how much money
Okay.
Nadeo will make just like that, right? Now, someone like Spacebar is bringing up a good example that I can understand. You can worry about the numbers. Will people actually pay for that, right? But keep in mind, 10K is most likely less than the current number of players that have standard and club. Okay. Keep in mind that I'm still in the middle talking, people. All right? Shush.
They're flying?
What this update is really doing is trying to capitalize
How?
on all the free-to-play people, which are currently mostly console, right? A lot of console players right now are playing free-to-play. And a lot of the console players are probably going to get more into the game if there's more to get out of it. So if you do some sort of Mania Pass that players can unlock more car skins, more wheel skins, more driver skins, more skins that could be put into clubs, stuff like that. It's going to give more reason for people to build clubs and to get things to happen, right? Kind of model you can make some people spend more than 10 and even, yeah. So that's the first part of it. The second part of it is just make a store, right? Make a store where, again, people like console players who don't have access to being able to put skins in, in folders and then load their own skin, they can now go, if they don't like anything in the past, they can go into the store. And then you can sell a car skin for like $5. It's not a big deal. There's literally a website right now called TM Skins that are doing this exact model and selling skins for $5, $10, $15, $20. And they're making money off of it. And I know they are because I see their skins all the time because I've looked through that store. I have honestly purchased some of those skins before I've met people who can design skins for cars. And I see them everywhere. I see those car skins all the freaking time, right? That is something that you need to take advantage of, creating a store, because not every Trackmania player out there has access to either, one, like I said, console players, be able to put custom skins into folders, and two, not every PC player knows a skin designer nor wants to pay for a skin designer, but they want really cool skins. Your seasonal skins and the skins for Royale and all that are cool. They're nice, they're a good touch, and they're definitely going in the right direction. But there are so many other people out there who can make skins, who would love to be able to do this for you, Nadeo. Hire them for a year to create. Yeah, if you got 10 skinners and you pay them $5 for every piece that goes into this, and you had them all do, let's say, 5 items each, $10, let's say $10. They get $10 for each item that they make inside a race pass. Let's say there's 40 tiers, 10 people, so that's what, 4 pieces each, maybe? I'm not doing my math. Whatever. I know I got a calculator in front of me. Anywho, my point is that you can give back to the community that can build stuff for you. Less work on your hands. They build it for you. You pay them pretty much the same price that you pay the mappers, let's say, right?
Oh, shit.
And then you recuperate the bonuses later on. Now, so that's pretty good, right? We got a Mania Pass, $10 every season, and you already made $40 off one player. They're making $20 in 1 year. You can make $40 off one player, whereas currently with the model you're looking to turn into will be $20 a year. So not, there's a $20 increase right there, right, or €20 increase, whatever country you want to talk about. Now, one idea that I had could really help out people even more. And the idea is, again, skin makers. If we look at them and lean on them, right? My idea about this was that maybe, just maybe, so a lot of these skin designers will make skins, put them in the club for anyone to download, and then they can use that skin as long as it's in their garage. Why not make it where they can also have a personal store inside their own club? Now, of course, you have to do some sort of regulation on it. You need to probably you're already look. I see. You know, you're starting to do the certified clubs. So let's certify some of the skinners out there and allow them to have a store. They can make their own skins whenever the heck they want, sell it for $5 on the store, and go 50-50. They get $250, you get $250. So now, again, you're starting to increase it because these guys, you know, what they can do is that they can create a skin, and then they can send it in to you as they upload it. You just hire someone to just look at these and go, yep, looks good. Doesn't break any TOS, except goes into the store. The skinner can announce it. I got new skins in my club. Go get them now. They're, you know, $5 a skin. Support me. And people are going to do that. There's like people like Tatauna, right? He's a content creator and a skin maker. People would love to support him. And that would be a way to support him, as well as support you, the developers of the game. So now you're even increasing even some more money. So now let's say I pay $40 a year, 10 Mania passes. I saw another skin in the store that I thought was really sick. I spend $5 on that. You're already now making $45 off me. Tatauna makes insane skins, as you can see, dummy in the chat. Tatauna makes some really good skins. Now, I go and buy a Tatauna skin. You now made another $250 off of me. You're making more money off of me through the year than you do from me currently right now with the business model you're in. Now, again, of course, you're going to have a lot of people who are going to rage at you. You're going to have a lot of people get angry and say, no, microtransactions are bad, blah, 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 blah. It just scares off the customers. But then people still go on, still play the fucking games, still get the stupid passes. Look at Rocket League. Rocket League switched their model, and they've been making insane amount of money. Look at Fortnite. All they have is a battle pass and a store, and they make so much money that they now have to start returning money to parents because their kids got their credit cards and start buying $10,000s of dollars of worth of stuff in the game. Again, I'm not making up a model for you. I'm just reiterating what other people have done that is successful. This is not a good look. This is a crap, we missed our moment, like a letter. That's what you just said to your community. Crap, we just missed a moment to make money off of you. You're going to have to anyway. You're a business. So make the money. Go ahead. Make the money. People are going to get mad, but people are still going to play. Go ahead and make the money. The only thing I added to the idea is something that you have that no one else has, Nadeo, is the fact that you can partner with skinners and then do the $250 each, you know? Because look at that. That business model could also work with, I don't know, esports organizations, and they'll want to invest into your game and bring in players because if they can sell their fucking cars for $5 and you make $250, the organization makes $250, they're going to promote the crap out of it. And guess what that promotion happens? If you get an organization like Cloud9 or Energy to play your game, they have a shit ton of following. If they go, hey, we are in a new game and you can get our skin in the game, people that don't even know Trackmania may go, what is that game? And just because of a Cloud9 or an NRG fan coming in and just checking out your game, okay, like I'm not even making this up. Like, just imagine this, dude. Imagine this. Cloud9 with 1.2 million followers. Imagine, let me highlight it. Imagine, Nadeo, that they announced that they got a Trackmania team because it's worth to invest into your game. And then they put one announcement here. Like, come on, imagine. Even the lower ones. Look, these numbers are insane. Even if 10%, right? Let's go off of this one. 72.3K, right? 3. And then let's say 10%. Saw that. That's 7,000 potential new players. And that's even more money you could be making. And this is just off of Cloud9 and estimating off of one tweet. Look at G2, 1.5 million. Let's look at Fnatic, 1.7 million. These are organizations you want to be working with, okay? Now, as RBG Esports, ex-owner, I would have loved to be able to do something like this, right? I would have loved to join in and partner with you to build your game because I love Trackmania. You have such a business model available and ready,
I knew he was.
but you're not doing anything, Nadeo, and that's what scares me, is that you're not doing anything on the sides of money you can make. You're just worried about the fact that you just missed a lot of free players that came in, higher than you expected, right? I understand, and I've heard through the grapevine that Nadeo currently looks at Trackmania as more of a party fun game. I get it, and that's fine. You want people to play with their friends. That's fine. But esports is also a really good way to bring in a lot of new fans to play the game. There are people who still play League of Legends and Counter-Strike to this game because the esports is also booming. If there was no esport, I bet you $20. I'll throw $20 down. If there was no esport for League of Legends and Counter-Strike, the player base would die down really fast. Okay? You even have... I wouldn't even worry about this right now. This right here, this letter that you wrote out is not a thing that you should be worried about. In my opinion, what you really should be worried about is Virtual's viewers. He gets an average of 10K viewers, and I think 70% of his viewers don't even have your game installed, have not even played your game. That's a problem. That's something you should be pinpointing on. Not trying to make more money out of the people that want to play your game for free while kind of thanking those who were around for a while. But again, even one of the questions, if my club access runs out tomorrow and I pay for it, am I losing out on $10? Now, for me personally, I want to support you, Nadeo. I want you to have that extra $10, whatever it can do, even if it means paying for one of your interns' lunch for a day. Fine, take that extra $10, okay? I definitely need it right now, for sure. I definitely need the money. But at the same time, I'm looking to support you. You made an awesome product. You made a game that I can enjoy and play a lot. I have I think I have 2,000 hours in this game already, okay? And I'm someone who just started 2 years ago or something like that. But you need to start focusing on where you can really make that money today. And that is my biggest concern, is that this is the letter we got. And this is the response you got. Now, I'm only one of many other people out there. 100%, there are other people that are probably thanking you for it, especially club members. Cool. I get to save $10 a year. That's awesome. That is awesome. But again, in the other way around, you're losing money now, Nadeo. I don't want you to lose money. I just want you to make the game more accessible for people to be able to play it how they want. That's what it really should be. Make the game more accessible for us to play the game the way we want to. And then in return, we will thank you by giving you money back because you put more into the game for us to enjoy. Now, I'm not saying take away the idea that people like me can go ahead and make a skin, or someone like Tatauna, I can hire Tatauna to make a skin and put it in. Leave that in. Leave that in. That is a beautiful thing. That it's another community-created thing. But again, there are people out there that don't have that option. So give them the option. Sure, it sucks. It's going to be stuck behind a paywall. But you know what? That's their choice if they want to get it. And you reap the benefits. And trust me, you will. There are so many cool things in this game. So many cool skins I've seen. So many awesome clubs I've seen. And you can just benefit off this while we, the community, continue to play your game like normal. Because not a lot's going to change. Especially if you just make the whole game free to play. And then just watch. People are going to bitch and complain about it at the beginning, right? People are already bitching and complaining about this post. You already pissed off a lot of community members. But guess what? They're probably playing the game right now, right? You posted this, this morning for me? I'm American. Yeah, this was posted at 11 o'clock in the morning. And people are still playing your game. and they will continue to play your game. There will be people who will drop out, and there'll be new ones who come in. That's the beauty of it, is that there will always be new people who are going to come in as long as you keep pushing your game in the right direction. That's what you need to do, Nadeo. Again, I say this all out of love, but you need to really push in the right direction that allows you to grow, that allows you to put more into the game. And I'm not talking just the microtransactions that I was talking about earlier. If the company itself grows, you're going to be able to hire more people that can do more things. So if anything were to go wrong, you can go in and fix it. If there's any new idea you want to add in, you can add it. Because it'd be really sick if you guys can start figuring out to not just have ranked and arcade. I just paid a guy to build a brand new, well, it's not brand new, it's been out, but I paid a guy to make a game mode for me. And I have been allowing people to join me and playing on that new game mode and try it out. And I've been getting nothing but good reception from it. So many people have been loving it. People have been like, dude, I can't wait, because I've told them I'm going to be hosting tournaments on that game mode. Like, people are excited. There are game modes out there that I would love to play right now, like the chase thing that Spammy did. I would love to do that. And if you get more money and you hire more employees, you will find new ways to be able to implement those game modes into the game that allows people to play more. Right, there it is. He just dummy spoiled it. It's a team cup mode that I did. Right, flag rush, sumo, you know, the tag game. Like, there's so many things that you can do, Nadeo. And you let the community do it, which is great. And I love that. I love that you let the community build in your game. But you got to get something back out of it, man. You got to get something out of it. You need to make more money yourself. And this is not the way to do it.